of the first films I remember seeing was Charlie Chaplin.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Friday the 13th, part 2. I was 2 years old. I remember that because it started me with my love for horror films.
The Soviet Union in the 1980s. I wasn't exposed to too many Hollywood films. One of my most vivid memories from that time was when I was visiting friends in Poland. And I watched Dirty Dancing for the first time. And I realized just how much we were missing.
Good Will Hunting. I remember watching that movie and feeling like I could do anything that I wanted to do with my life, but that it didn't matter where I came from. And I think that's something that's so important for everybody to believe in.
I believe movies are important because it shows someone's feelings in a way that everyone can enjoy.
A film that most changed my life was War Games. That was when I knew I wanted to be in technology. And now I make films.
Apocalypse Now. I saw it on my 15th birthday. Basically awakened me to the idea that a movie could be more than just entertainment, it could be art.
When Amadeus came out, I went with a good friend of mine to the movies, and it was a completely new impact on us. We left the cinema, neither of us was able to speak.
Blue Velvet, because when I first saw it, it kind of just blew my mind. I had no idea movies could be like that.
The movie that left a lasting impact on me is The Hangover.
The first film I ever saw, it was Mighty Mouse. Here I come to save the day. And I felt as if I wanted to save the day as well. Many years later, because I had tried to save the day, I found myself in exile from Chile, where terrible things were happening. And another film came to save me, and it was Missing by Costa Gavras. Because what I could do is I could go into any congressional office, any person of influence, and say, "Have you seen Missing?" And they would say yes. And I said, okay, let's start from there. How can we change the situation?
I go to the movies because it gives me something to do. It mines my imagination. I can sit there and look at what you're doing, the character in the film, and pretend I'm doing it. Pretend I'm saying what you're saying, living your life.
Luke, I am your father.
A wonderful film called Gaggio Dillo. This film is unique because the most of the actors in this film are real Roma. It really portrays the difficult life of these people living in a segregated settlement.
The Transformers art from Michael Bay. After watching this movie, I decided to come to here to study filmmaking.
Cinema Paradiso reminds me of my childhood. We had a very small cinema, and every time a girl appeared, we all would lean forward to try to pick up her skirt. Obviously, we wouldn't see anything, and it was very frustrating.
Swingers. Broken up with a girl. I saw the film, and I was like, that's me. It made me think I needed to be more about me, and less about feeling sad about a girl.
13. It taught me how to control myself, becoming a teenager.
Olivia Thoreau. We wanted to be really great athletes, and we knew that that was a dream that was attainable, watching them.
Regreso al futuro. Estoy a creure que tot era possible.
Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
The Mothers of Plaza de Mayo. Because it's the story of the mothers of the disappeared, and I was a disappeared myself in Argentina. It's about these women who marched across the government house and who demanded to know where their children were.
The city of God. Until that point, I didn't understand the phrase, life is cheap. And the causes were clear. It was poverty and neglect.
Casablanca had an amazing impact on me. I learned that war and revolution is about love. It's not just about violence, it's not just about resistance, but it's about doing the things that you love, loving the person that you do it with.
And we watch movies not because it's cute, but because we are members of the human race, and the human race is filled with passion.